Welcome back to the channel. My name is Ben Stellar, and let's do today's Friday Faves. Bring your guns. Now what we're talking about is my top 5 favorite YouTube cryptocurrency vloggers, okay? So they gotta be on YouTube. And also, this isn't the most intelligent vloggers, this isn't the most educated vloggers, this is not the most always right vloggers, this is not the most subscribed vloggers. What this is my personal top 5 favorite cryptocurrency vloggers on YouTube, okay? And you know why I watch YouTube? I watch YouTube for entertainment. So therefore, this is the top 5 most entertaining to me cryptocurrency vloggers. Okay? Okay. Okay? 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 Okay. So without further ado, let's get right to it. Number 5. SunnyDcree. I know. Let me explain. Not all of us are perfect. He's real hot and cold. He likes to have positive videos and then the next day turn around and have negative videos. I can understand that. I mean, he's on YouTube trying to make videos to make money, to make a living, right? So that's kind of why I find him entertaining, because he does deliver daily content, sometimes multiple times a day. He is entertaining in his own sort of little goofy way. I mean, he's different. Like another reason why I like him is because he's not in America. So you know, I'm getting a perspective from somewhere else in the world of what's going on in the crypto space. And just to be honest, I mean, he looks like a dead sexy Matt Damon. Look at the guy. Jesus, he makes Matt Damon look normal. Jesus. Number 4. CedricDoll. One of my favorite things about Cedric is that he doesn't review ICOs, which means, you know, he's never really trying to shill anything on you that's unproven. I can respect that. I don't know if I could do that if it ever got to that point, but I can respect that for sure. Makes me feel like I can listen to him. He also does a different format. Like, he's not doing this where he's got a little screen and a big screen and he's showing the computer screen. Usually it's him during his day talking to you about what he wants to talk to you about, which I think is pretty cool. He does weekly content usually, not daily, so that's a down point of it, but I think he's a very busy man, it seems. And he also seems very real, because he's always like doing the videos while he's doing his day, I guess. So it's, like I said, it's a different format. And his comedy is kind of my type of comedy. You know, he'll like throw things in there like, this isn't financial advice, this is a video I'm sending to my brother Kevin, you know what I mean, or whatever. So I think he's pretty funny and it's very entertaining. Number 3. Polk. I know this might be another I know person, but let me cut it to you. He is hilarious. I'm sorry, I watch YouTube to be entertained. Now, it's awesome if I get some information during that entertainment, but he is funny in my opinion. Polk's not terribly active. That's one down thing, especially when crypto's not. You know, when crypto's down, he's not very active, which stinks. But if you don't have something that you want to talk about, then I guess you don't really need to be out there talking. All his videos with BitConnect are hilarious. He was hard on those guys. I really like his creative presentation. It's almost like you're watching a news story, and you know, or it's like a news story mixed with, you know, a YouTuber mixed with like elements of Family Guy, where there's like cutaways and stuff like that. So it's pretty funny. And one of the best things is, you know, like I said, he's not terribly active, so he's not flooding your line. He's not flooding your YouTube with videos every day of just random BS. You know, he's trying to entertain me, which I can appreciate. Number 2. You can't forget the Crypto Lark. I mean, I really do love the Crypto Lark. I mean, he is so entertaining. From his intro to his disclaimer to the way he talks about, you know, different things that he's reviewing, he just comes. He's just entertaining. He seems like a type of guy I'd like to have a beer with. He seems very knowledgeable. He's very well spoken. He's also not American, so it's kind of cool to. I think he's from New Zealand, if I'm not wrong. So it's nice to hear opinion of someone else in the world. He delivers non-stop content. I mean, like every day is, you know, there's another video. He often goes live, which is really cool. I think on Fridays he goes live. I could be wrong, but it's cool to be able to interact with him. I talked about he does talk about ICOs and stuff, but he's very honest. He always starts at the beginning saying that he reserves the right to do an honest review, and he seems like the type of guy where I believe him. I've heard him, speak on doubts on things when he's speaking about different ICOs. So his intro is one of the funniest things in the world. He's like, this is just a dude talking about cryptocurrencies on the internet. It's funny. And what you've been waiting for, number 1, Trevon James. Sorry, I'm just kidding, y'all. I'm just kidding. Please don't unsubscribe. I can't lose all 10 of y'all already. Stop. I was just playing. Number 1, MrSokka. I feel like MrSokka is very straightforward. I feel like he is very real. Oftentimes you'll hear his kids playing in the background. It kind of reminds me of my own life. He does daily content, if not more active than that. It seems like he's really on the pulse of what's going on. Usually I see videos from him first, and I see the same type of video from other YouTubers. He's not afraid to call people out, which is really cool. There's actually a recent video of his where he's calling out my number 5 guy on this list, so it's kind of interesting. I will try to link that video down below in the comments or somewhere, or maybe up here in one of these little thingies up here, because that video is pretty funny. He seems to be very knowledgeable about different aspects of crypto. Like, he seems to know a lot more about mining than anybody else I've came across. He talks about that more than anybody else I've came across. He also seems to know a little bit about like regular trading, and he kind of brings that into the crypto world when he's talking about things. So I just really like I said, he seems very real. He seems intelligent. He seems like he's not there to give you any BS. But I'll tell you, the number 1 reason to watch MrSokka is the sauce. The sauce is banging every time. This guy doesn't mind, he doesn't mind making fun of himself. He doesn't mind having fun. He doesn't mind talking about the drama sauce. The sauce, he gets down to it. Other people will beat around the bush and say this or that. He will just get down to the sauce. I love it, MrSokka. Keep it coming. He calls it like he sees it, with the sauce. I love it. Thank you so much for watching Friday Faves. Make sure you watch the link video here at the end, or the only other video on my channel, to win the Lumens we're giving away next week. And as always, HODL if you hear me.